Larry, from a, I guess perhaps from a commercial point of view,
Yeah.
and a consumer's point of view,
Yeah.
me being the consumer and you being the one who's, making and selling these wines, how do you go about getting people to try them, and sort of educating them to understand at least what to expect? Because you mentioned it with the Gruner, it's perhaps a variety that people might shy away from because they just don't know it, they don't understand it. Do you see your role, I guess by default, in making these wines also to help educate consumers a little bit about them so that they know what to expect and hopefully to broaden some horizons and branch out and try some of these varieties that we perhaps don't normally get a chance to drink?
Very much so. I think that there's a natural curiosity amongst Australians, and that's why alternative varieties have really taken off in Australia. People are interested, generally speaking. But if you go back a few years to Pinot Grigio, that's relatively new in Australia, and we really played a role that here specifically are trying to, and it's really just guiding people into what is the difference, for example, between Pinot Gris and Pinot Grigio, and the same will relate to Gruner Veltliner. People come to the cellar door, they're very curious, they want to try it, they'd like to talk about it, we're happy to talk about it, and the same will relate to all these varieties. It's word of mouth stuff, it's talking to people, and people enjoy that connection. They like talking to us, they like hearing about the varieties, and that's how they do connect to a new product.
And do you find people are coming to Hahndorf Hill specifically to try these wines? Or is it just a case of, hey, that looks interesting, here's an opportunity for me to learn about it? What kind of people are you seeing at the cellar door?
It's surprising how many people already identify Hahndorf Hill as being alternative. And they'll come up here very disappointed because they sold out, because they do sell out very quickly, and they'll come up here to say, we've come to try the Gru. And it's very, very rewarding and gratifying to people actually walk in. You don't have to tell them, look, I've got a new thing called Gru, would you like to try it? They're saying, I want it. And we got to unfortunately say a lot of the time we sold out. So it's very surprising that people already identify us as having these alternatives, and I love that.
Is there, not to sort of give too much away, but it seems like over the years you've sort of been experimenting and things have evolved, and perhaps surprisingly, I guess some of the wines you haven't necessarily been that planned as much of a happy sort of accident in terms of discoveries. Is there anything that you've got in the future that you're sort of tinkering away with? Definitely.
Look, watch the space, because we're going to be playing with a whole new range of stuff, particularly with the Gruner Veltliner. They're such versatile varieties that you can do a whole range of things with them. So we will definitely be producing other labels in Gruner Veltliner, no doubt about it. Even the Zweigelt, I mean, traditionally, as we mentioned earlier, Zweigelt lends itself to a more fuller-bodied wine as well. And in time, we might well make a standalone dry red Zweigelt. So lots of possibilities, I wish I was 30 years younger. I'd be doing all kinds of exciting things.
And I guess the other wines in your range at the moment, Shiraz.
All the staples, Sauvignon Blanc, Shiraz, Pinot Grigio is very big for us. But 4 years ago, it's an alternative variety. No longer, it's our biggest seller at the moment.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
Pinot Grigio.
Fantastic.
So I hope to be saying that to you next year, or a few years' time, that Pinot Grigio, Zweigelt or Gruner Veltliner, no longer alternative variety. It's off the alternative variety list.
I think it's just primarily, I guess the first step is getting people to taste it.
Yes.
Once you've had an opportunity to drink it, then you can read about it, you can learn about it, but having that opportunity to taste it gives you that connection with it, and it's a delicious rosé. As are each of these wines that we've tasted through this morning. So thanks for the opportunity to do that.